welcome back to DCM, Doritos Connections, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am your host, Howard Miller.
I'm your co-host, David Scrivani.
And now, let's start with our first topic of the day!
I do love me a good topic.
So a little while ago, Xbox Live services, they went down. Now this was fixed kind of immediately in America, but it didn't go so fast for Europe. It was like a week, and people discovered something. When you buy digital games off the Xbox store and Xbox Live is down, you can't play them. Yes, apparently, and we're now finding this out, Xbox has online DRM on their store. Now what does that mean? Now I totally understand. Those are big funny acronyms that I'm just throwing out there, and it's not the title of our show.
What do the letters mean?
I don't know, but essentially, to put it in simple man's thinking, is that DRM is you have a video game that you spent real money on, and what it does is
your hard-earned dollars.
Your hard-earned dollars. As if video games doesn't cost enough with it being $70. You buy the game, and then you hit play, and for some reason, it sends checks to a server to ensure that not only do you pay it, you are online. And if you fail those two criterias, it blocks you from playing the game. Now, this happens a lot on PC. This happened a lot in the early 2010s, where, let's say you bought Deus Ex Mankind Divided, right? For example, I don't know if this actually happened, but let's say, for example, it's a single-player game. You buy the game, and for some reason, you need to be online to play the game. You go, what? What? Why? And then as you play the game, if you ever so go offline, the game stops you from playing the single-player game because it doesn't believe that you purchased the game because it couldn't connect to the internet. I do not have to explain why this is the stupidest thing ever conceived in the history of man. This is almost as stupid as when video game companies would try to lock content behind paywalls for used copies of video games. This is a terrible idea, but apparently all of the Microsoft Store is like this for all digital purchases. Now, it's bad enough that an Xbox disc doesn't have the game on it. It has a license that gives you approval to install it online for a good chunk of discs. That's already bad enough, right? But to have a whole storefront and a whole digital-only console, and then if you lose connection with Xbox Live, not the internet, Xbox Live, you cannot play a single video game on it. That is insane.
I mean, I barely know what to say. I mean, it's the fact, because, like, I have a decent internet connection. Not everybody does. So what, I mean, you and I, we went to the same college. Internet kind of sucked there.
Oh, horrendous, horrendous.
What if, you know, if your internet goes down, you can't play anything. You can play absolutely nothing. It's like, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I don't know what they were smoking.
If so, I want in.
I don't want it. It's probably bad stuff, if you ask me. But yeah, it seems there's a word for it that I am thinking of, but I can't. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. But it's basically like you're alienating people from playing games. Basically, you know, if you don't have a stable connection, you know, sucks for you. Basically, you know.
And it's really weird considering that this has been going on since the early 2010s on PC, and it's pretty clear that the whole entire PC fan base, all kind of collectively, which is rare, all collectively agree that this is the stupidest idea ever for the past decade.
Gamers never agree on anything.
Oh, of course, especially PC gamers.
Exactly.
Oh, so like the fact that like Xbox, I guess this whole time has just decided, yeah, this seems smart. And then they're like, we're gonna go into cloud streaming. Okay, now hear me out. So not only do you have to have good internet, you have to be connected to Xbox Live to use that cloud service they're pushing?
That just seems like a recipe for disaster to me.
And it's like, I get it, right? Physical media, it's dying out. It really shouldn't, though. We can have a discussion on that another day. But if we're really going to stick to digital only, if I pay money, if I pay with my wacky bucks, okay, for like any game on that store, I should download it to my ginormous mini fridge of an Xbox Series X, and then hit the play button. And then no matter what, and I'll be able to play it. But why you would have DRM to be like, oh, well, your connection to Gold's spotty, you might have pirated. How did I pirate a digital purchase for a game I bought like a year ago?
You plugged in your shady-looking flash drive, and you were like, I'm stealing from Microsoft.
Yeah, I gummed the Ethernet connection to bypass authenticity checks so I can get any game I want for free. What you think, like, what's his name? Dick Dastardly's gonna steal all your digital games? Like, bro, what? I don't get it. It's very silly. And I'm hoping that this will just be like when they tried to boost the price of gold and we all collectively bullied them, saying, hell no, you are not raising the price of gold.
More people should bully companies.
That's the
It's the only thing anything ever gets done.
Yes, that is the literal only way to change things. But yeah, no, we'll keep you posted on if anything changes, but that is...
My guess is it probably won't.
It will either won't or they'll be like, okay, we're sorry, and then they'll change it. Because last time they went, okay, we're not changing the price of gold. Here's an extra game with games with gold. Here's the first Resident Evil. Have fun, fellas. Bye.
So maybe. We'll see.
So maybe. So
we'll keep you posted.
Best case scenario, I won't be affected, but I get another free game, so I don't mind. Through some quick reviews. Okay, I'm going a little retro here. So I've been playing Sonic Adventure. Don't laugh. It was because I watched Sonic 2. Full review on our channel. Check it out.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
here.
Probably up in the corner there.
Yeah,
Am I pointing in the right direction?
Well, you're not on camera, so hold on. Switch to the wide shot. All right, wide shot. Okay.
Is that the right corner where it would be where they put the video?
Just in case, point over there. Just in case.
I'll point in both directions. It's in one of these corners.
Yeah. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna play some Sonic games. So I played Sonic Adventure 1. Note, I haven't played this game in a decade. And I also never beat it because I hated Big the Cat. More on that later. But I didn't realize, because I played Sonic Adventure 2 kind of recently, and I realized I didn't like it that much. It was okay. And then I'm playing Sonic Adventure 1, and I go, oh, this one's also okay. So what is the plot? So there's like this pile of water that is an ancient god of destruction, okay? And Eggman, it was in the Master Emerald, and Eggman blew it up. So now this puddle of water is coming out, and Sonic's kind of vibing in the city. I'm doing my best, please don't laugh. And this thing gets stronger with every Chaos Emerald it gets. So you have to play as Sonic and collect all the Chaos Emeralds, but wait! As Billy Mays once said, but wait, there's more! You can play as Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and new characters, Big the Cat and E102 Gamma, right? It was Gamma? Mm-hmm. Okay. And tell their own stories of what happened during this whole saga. Now, I never believed that this game was glitchy. Because when I was a kid, I remember, you know, I'm going fast at Sonic speeds. And I'm Knuckles the Echidna. You know, it's like stuff like that. Yeah, I can't. Kids don't know how to spell it. Say Echidna.
That's fair.
Bro, at the end of Sonic 2, they said it was Sonic.exe. Okay,
that's
kids
true,
are dumb. All right,
I did see that.
So I didn't realize that it is really very, very, very glitchy. I was playing the game. You know, and actually I was surprised. I'm like, wow, I'm not dying. I guess now that I'm older and I'm a big hunky man.
I'm actually a good gamer.
I'm a good gamer now. and then I run with Sonic, and then he fell through a hole that didn't exist, and I died.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, Sonic is the only character where that ever happened with me. Everyone else was fine. So I don't know what happened there, but Sonic's, you know, as fun as he can be. He zips through levels. Tails, you do this, you race against Sonic, but you can fly, of course, which you'd think that'd be the glitchiest broken thing ever, but somehow Tails was like the least glitchy playthrough I had with everything.
No. Yeah, because you can just skip most of the level by flying.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of his story.
So he's fun. Knuckles, you find 3 emeralds in the scavenger hunt, and I like it way more than I like the Sonic Adventure 2 one. Because Sonic Adventure 2, you had to find the emeralds in a specific order. So if you're near the 3rd emerald and you don't have the first, you won't see it. But you know, this one, you're near any emerald, you collect it. Amy is by far the most story-driven one because there's like 3 levels to it, and it's just okay. You have to run from this big, ugly robot that tries to chase her because the bird has a Chaos Emerald, that, you know, the bird that's hanging out with Amy. In E102 Gamma, still has probably the best written story of any Sonic game, where he realizes that he is a bird in a machine and wants to free all of his brethren, realizing that Eggman's just going to dump him the moment he's not useful anymore.
So he goes around killing his family.
To free them. And it plays like a shoot, you know, like a little, you know, shooter, like a twin stick shooter. And then Big the Cat is a fishing game. I said a lot of undesirable words when playing that, even though it's only 3 levels. I don't know why there's a fishing minigame. There's only 3 levels, and I never beat it. So I never noticed that if you beat all of them, you get to play as Super Sonic. I didn't know this. I never beat Sonic Adventure 1 because I hated Big the Cat so much. And so Chaos gets all the emeralds, and he becomes Biollante from Godzilla, but like water. And you have to be Super Sonic to kill him. And I pretty much got all my childish excitement out of there because I never saw it. And yeah, it was fine. It got my nostalgia going, but I'm realizing like, oh man, maybe of all the games that, you know, I replayed, and I'm like, masterpiece, like, you know, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine in retrospect. It's fine. I'm feeling like a 6 out of 10. I played this via Xbox's backwards compatibility, which I think is the only way to play it other than PC. It's not on PlayStation 4, I think.
I don't think so. I don't know.
And it's not on Switch.
I'd have to double check on the PlayStation. I'm not sure.
But yeah, so that's Sonic Adventure. All right, now for our next topic, you have some discussions for me, I hear. Little man's here.
Our topic of discussion here to talk all about is his newest appearance in hit game Call of Duty Vanguard.
Wait, what?
So, I don't know the difference between Vanguard and Warzone. Are they the same game? Are they 2 different games? I don't know, and I don't care. But all I know is that recently there was a Godzilla vs. Kong crossover. First off, that movie came out a year ago, so this crossover is a little late. But the main thing is, I've seen a bunch of people talk about this online. This is not the first crossover into a hit video game we've had with Godzilla. He was recently also in hit battle royale Fall Guys. So people are kind of thinking like, all right, when are we gonna get an actual Godzilla game? I mean, Call of Duty, who cares? Fall Guys was cool for a couple months.
When it was free.
Is it not free anymore?
No, it was a PS Plus game for the month. It's like $20.
That's why I got it for free. But yeah, so the last real Godzilla game we got was in 2014. It was just simply titled Godzilla on the PS3 and PS4.
Masterpiece. Oh God, I loved it. It was a masterpiece.
Don't believe him. It was kind of a terrible, terrible game.
But I like the fact that it was the worst thing I ever played. It was so fun hitting buttons and things may or may not happen.
It didn't do very well, obviously, but we haven't had a Godzilla game since, so what's going on here? Why are we only getting crossovers? And I think, you know, Toho Studios is really pushing Godzilla to be more of an international pop culture icon. And, you know, we have the Monsterverse. We have, you know, they have an official English language YouTube channel now. That we have two different Netflix series for Godzilla, and, you know, tons of merchandise, clothing, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people, myself included, are thinking like, there's a big gap here that can be filled with a decent game. Where fill this gap, please, for God's sake.
Now, see, so it is really weird how first of all they're doing Godzilla versus Kong a year later.
A year later.
It's like so it's like I've seen some of the images. There's like a Godzilla armor that you could get in Call of Duty.
Yeah, so I think in Vanguard, which is the actual game, and Warzone is like the Battle Royale. I think in Vanguard, you can get both weapon skins and player skins, and they look, one of them looks really stupid. It basically looks like you're wearing a Mechagodzilla onesie.
Okay, but you said it was bad, and that sounds kind of amazing.
And then in Warzone, they have Godzilla and Kong as like hazards in the game, which is actually kind of cool.
Okay, that is kind of sick.
I saw some footage of it earlier today. It actually looked kind of neat.
Now, will it get us to play these video games?
Absolutely not. I will not. I mean, I think Warzone's free, but I'm not.
That's too much money already.
I'm not installing all 70 gigs of Call of Duty.
70? It's like 120.
Okay, God, I was being generous apparently.
No, you ain't being generous. Okay, and also I'm not paying $70 for Call of Duty.
Yeah, no.
I'm not paying $70 for video games.
I haven't played a Call of Duty game since Black Ops 2, and I'm keeping it that way.
I unfortunately played Black Ops 3, and that was a mistake.
I forgot Black Ops 3 existed.
Oh, that means you didn't play Black Ops 4.
No, I didn't play Black Ops 4.
But so there is a weird gap. Now I do appreciate that that they're finally licensing Godzilla out to other things. Mm-hmm. I think that should always be, you know, heavily pushed. Like, don't be a stingy man over your copyright. Okay.
Yeah. Which they have been. Infamously been in the past.
Of course. But a game, now we're going to have to ask ourselves, right? What could we do for Godzilla games? Right? Now, first of all, I'm thinking you make an HD trilogy of all the fighters.
People have been asking for that for years now.
Yes.
But the company, Pipeworks, I think does not exist anymore.
Okay.
So that kind of throws a wrench into things. There was one of the developers, one of the people who worked at Pipeworks, had a Kickstarter for a game which went through a number of different name changes. The one I recall specifically was Colossal Kaiju Combat.
Colossal Kaiju Combat?
Yes.
Okay.
So that had a Kickstarter, and nothing ever came of it to this day. They had some licensed characters, not Godzilla, but they had Jeremy Robinson's Nemesis in the game. Well, the game that never existed, basically. So that was supposed to be kind of a spiritual follow-up, but obviously it wasn't licensed with Godzilla. I mean, now we have other games like Gigabash that are kind of carrying on the torch. That is a spiritual successor that actually is coming out very soon. that is carrying the torch from those like kaiju arena brawlers.
And also don't forget Override.
Override, of course.
That has Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Yes, it has Ultraman in the game.
And Override 2, yeah.
Yeah,
which I've been meaning to get, but I haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah, Override and Override 2.
Yeah. But there's still no actual Godzilla video game. I mean, there are the mobile games, but who the heck plays mobile games? I do, because I featured it on the What You've Been Playing segment.
Yeah, but the servers are probably already shut down.
I'm pretty sure they're still up, but it's a buggy mess, so I stopped playing it.
Yeah, because mobile games are terrible when it comes to keeping games alive for more than
Actually, I think
2
the servers are pretty terrible. Last time I opened it, it like took me way too long to find a match. So, yeah, the servers are kind of crappy.
So we got to think, what could they do with Godzilla?
Well, so oddly enough, I think Call of Duty kind of is like, they're like right on the edge of something good. Because back when the first MonsterVerse film, just Godzilla, the 2014 film came out, there was like this free online Unity game where you were one of the people who Halo jumped down, you were one of the soldiers to like find survivors, and that's what you did. You went through this ruined city finding survivors, and like with the threat of Godzilla looming. And it was a really cool like proof of concept thing, and I'm shocked that we haven't really gotten anything like that. Yeah. I think that would work incredibly well.
Oh, wait.
It was almost like a survival horror kind of thing.
Yeah. Or it's kind or make it a little bit like Dead by Daylight, where it's 4 dudes in mech suits fighting a variety of Godzilla monsters.
That would be very cool.
Kind of like that manga I was telling you about, Kaiju number 8.
Yes.
So like that, you know, and again with bots, because that's a very niche market for focusing solely on multiplayer. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that's an idea. That's an idea. There are some. But the thing is, right, is we mentioned this on last episode. There is an instinctual disconnect between Japanese markets and what Japanese players want versus what Western audiences want. There's a very hard disconnect. One, because they're scared and afraid of literally everything, and 2, they just actually don't know. There's no really open channel for people to communicate stuff they want, right? So. Now we have to think, okay, in Japanese mindset, what would people want? And I already thought of the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
Turn-based RPG. with little chibi Godzillas and his friends.
You know what, actually, now that I think about it, what could be fun, and actually I think there is a mobile game sort of like this, kind of like tower defense is not the right genre, but it's the only thing it's the term I'm thinking of. It's not what I mean, but like you basically you set up defenses to defend against a kaiju attack.
Oh, I think that is turret defense technically.
Okay, all right.
Because there was Double Fine did something like that. I think it was called like Mech Rider, where you had like an old like 1940s mech, and you would like place turrets while also being there at the battlefield. Kind of like what was that game? Transistor?
I don't think so. That was like an isometric thing.
No, then what am I thinking of?
Hades.
Not Outland. But there was like some indie game like that in the late 2000s. That was like that same aesthetic that did the same thing. Right. So I can see that,
Yeah, so I think that could. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure there is a mobile game with that exact concept. I don't know if it's any good. I've never played it, but I know it exists. So I feel like if you like, kind of expanded on that idea, you could make something really good out of it. Yeah.
Well, so basically what we're saying is that they should just give the IP to literally anyone.
Yeah, give it to us. Just like Duke Nukem, give it to us.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
We'll figure it out.
Give it to us. We'll give it to someone who will make the game, but we're the publishers, so we get all the money.
Exactly. There is also a game that was also released by Bandai Namco shortly after that Godzilla game called, I want to say, City on the Edge of Shadow, where you played as a survivor trying to escape the city from a kaiju attack. And they had licensed characters. They had Godzilla, they had Ultraman, they had Gamera, they had Evangelion.
Wait, they gave out Evangelion?
They gave out Evangelion. It never got released to the States. For whatever reason, they never got ported over to the States.
Because remember, Japan, hold on, switch to the wide shot, baby. Japan hates you if you're not in Japan.
Exactly.
If the moment you're in Japan, you're totally cool. If not, sorry, no one likes you.
Yeah, like I think that's a super cool idea for a game. Just playing it as a survivor in a kaiju attack. I think that's really cool.
That, or we make like a Super Smash Brothers of like a 3D Super Smash Brothers of just a bunch of kaiju or things as big as kaiju. Because I would pay big money to like if Ready Player One wasn't horrendously garbage and you just had a video game of like the Evangelion mech, Godzilla, Gamera, and the Iron Giant all in one game trying to smash each other. Maybe, I don't know, throw a Pokemon in there. I don't know, throw...
Have you seen the mod someone made for Smash Bros. Where they modded Shin Godzilla in as a playable character?
That sounds absolutely horrifying.
It was pretty funny.
I hope he was like waggling just like the... What was it?
Oh, he was.
Oh, yeah, the little waggle boy. All right. But yeah, no, Godzilla is like an untapped IP.
Yeah.
That really should be tapped.
I mean, so far,
market.
like most kaiju games in recent years have been solely indie titles.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any like AAA kaiju games.
And it's really hard. I'm actually now thinking of big kaiju. Like, what video game actually has like a well-known character that's like a big kaiju? There's like I think the Behemoth from Final Fantasy and like various Final Fantasy.
I guess.
monsters?
I mean, if you want to count Monster Hunter, sort of.
Well, I mean, there is nothing in well, there's a few monsters, but like the big ones, like Rathalos,
yeah,
it's not that big.
Though the Monster Hunter movie was distributed by Toho, so you can say it's a kaiju movie.
I'm about to end this segment. But like,
Monster Hunter review coming from DCM very soon.
Oh no, Dave! I don't want to watch the Monster Hunter.
It's okay. It was a funny. We won't have to watch it.
Oh, wonderful.
The audience won't know. Excuse me.
I don't want to watch the Monster Hunter movie.
But yeah. I will read off the single note I wrote on my phone.
About the Monster Hunter movie?
No. About just to sum this up. Give me Godzilla game.
Oh.
All right, that's the end of the show, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Switch to the white chart. Bye. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, crunch, chug, repeat. Bye.
Goodbye.